Feminine energy is your superpower, and if you're not learning how to use it to elevate yourself and to bring ease and light into your life, you are missing out. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about how women can have their cake and eat it too. I'm your host Nadeen, and here we blend mindset, wealth, and feminine energy so you can amplify everything that you're given. Love, care, and of course, money and abundance. I help women become their most evolved selves and to create lives that feel as good as it looks. So if that sounds like something you want to do, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Let's talk about the 4 micro habits to increasing your feminine elegance and feminine energy so you can start living in a state of ease and abundance. These have shifted my life so much, and I know it will help you too. I used to be that girl blindly overgiving, over-explaining, so deep in my girl boss era because I felt like I had something to prove. But that left me chronically stressed, burnt out, overworked, unfulfilled, and honestly, it felt like I was living life on the hardest mode. And I kept feeling like life wasn't supposed to be like this. Here I was, bending over backwards, trying to prove myself in all capacities, at work, in my relationship, in my friendships, but I was only getting more and more undervalued and unappreciated. Meanwhile, I saw other women around me so happy, so easygoing, and just breezing through life. It didn't make any sense to me until this fundamental shift, learning to activate my feminine energy. Life became easier, the money flowed in, my relationship transformed, and life finally felt right. And as always, no gatekeeping, so let's step into it. Shift number 1. Pausing and breathing before you speak so you can learn to respond and not react. Reacting makes you lose your cool, and you give other people the power to how to make you feel. You can keep your tone warm but firm and still hold your boundaries without being aggressive, defensive, or combative. Okay? And you will be so surprised how much more people actually hear you and respect you and start acting right around you. Being in your feminine means knowing your power and staying in your power. People who provoke you want to destabilize you. When you react, you are playing directly into their hands. When you show how upset you are by them, how much they are affecting you, you're letting them know that they have power over you. Now, this isn't a call to be emotionless. This is a call to recognize your own power, specifically the power of your presence. Learn the art of leaving situations that no longer serve you. Learn the art of pouring into people and situations that help you thrive. You give power to people, things, and situations that receive your presence and your energy. And when you internalize this, you not only feel good about yourself because you no longer are surrounded by people who provoke you, but you also teach yourself that you can count on yourself for protection. Shift number 2, romanticize your everyday. Life will have its ups and downs, and you will have to do hard things. Being in your feminine doesn't mean that you avoid responsibilities. Bills still need to be paid, aging parents still need your care, work is still demanding, but your approach is what changes everything. When I started romanticizing the ordinary, I was doing things like plating my dinner instead of eating out of the takeout box, or lighting a candle before I turn on the TV, going on Saturday farmers market walks instead of midnight grocery runs in my pajamas and messy hair in a bun. And it slowly turned into spending time making floral arrangements for different rooms at home and making my bed with lots of pillows and pretty layers because it made my room feel like a luxurious hotel. Everything was a vibe, and the difference was huge. I felt softer, calmer, and more magnetic. Like life was something I got to experience, not just to survive. I became less resentful of my responsibilities and even more confident because this taught me that feminine elegance isn't about being rich or having free time. It's about how you show up to the life you already have. Those little rituals turned my survival mode into something warm, feminine, and abundant. Shift number 3. Learn to stop rushing and move with intention. There's a very rough energy that comes with rushing. Power walking everywhere, furiously scrubbing yourself in the shower, eating on the go, talking super fast, shouting directions and commands, or just like dropping your bag on the floor when you get to the restaurant. You can be gentle with yourself. And I know it sounds crazy because you're so used to doing things a certain way, but just try to slow down your movements, even just by 10%. Okay, enter into the room at a slower pace. Put your phone down when you're doing your skincare. Walk as if you are here to experience the world and not just to bulldoze through life. Some smaller changes I made were just being aware of my actions. Like instead of ripping open packages, I cut it nicely. Instead of running around slamming cabinet doors and drawers shut, I gently close them. And even though it is about having slower and more graceful movements, if you truly always feel pressed for time, then we need to focus on time management first. What helps me is having a plan for the week. Okay, every Sunday, I sit down with my planner and map out my schedule so I'm not met with any surprises, or if I am, I have the capacity to manage it. Staying organized helps give back time to myself so I can enjoy these moments. Shift number 4, don't try to force things to happen or try to control the result. If there is one thing you take away from this video, it's this. Being anxious and controlling will put you in this uptight chasing energy that is exactly the opposite of being calm, confident, and centered. Sometimes you get into this mode because you don't want the ball to drop, so you start picking up other people's slack and piling things onto your own plate. But as scary as it sounds, sometimes you need to let the ball drop so they learn the consequences, okay? And you have to face the reality of not firefighting for them. Stop trying to make things work that's not supposed to work. Ask yourself, what would happen if I didn't force this right now? And practice pausing and sitting with uncertainty for 1 to 2 minutes before taking action. Once I started doing this, life felt so much easier, because I realized a lot of what I was trying to do was to keep other people in check so that they wouldn't disappoint me. I used to plan all the dates because my ex didn't. I would chase after him when he kept forgetting to do something. And when I stopped doing all of that, I was able to choose a path better aligned for myself because I was able to face the reality of what was actually going on. Awakening your divine feminine isn't about grand gestures. It's all in the small, consistent acts of self-love and awareness. You are not less empowered, nor does this undermine your independence. We need to learn to detach our self-worth with how much we do and produce. This is coming full circle to understanding that softness is not weak. Reconnecting with your feminine energy is self-honoring. And choosing to love yourself as a woman doesn't make you less than. Rather, I would argue the opposite. That when you are fully in tune with your feminine energy and you glow with confidence, you are the most powerful and influential and magnetic. That's all the cake I have for you today. And if you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And I'll see you in the next one.